What's good, people? Recently, I admit, it's been a bit crazy. I've been uploading shorts. I uploaded a match where it didn't last as long as I wanted it to. And that was because I was underneath the objective that said, how sweaty is Vigor Season 23? Well, I found out. Now that I fucked around and found out, I said, okay, let me calm it down a little bit. Let me go back to what I used to do and just see how normal is season 23, if at all normal, you know. And I understand for you all, it is season 23 is not exactly new-ish anymore. Ain't it kind of sad how quickly we get used to seasons in video games now? I kind of miss the days when there was no such thing as a season pass. It was just, hey, here's an update, have fun. Now it's like drip feed. But maybe I just come from a different era of gaming, because today's generation, they're all about it. Maybe I'm just old, who knows. And if that's the case, fuck it, I love being old. Give me back the days when you got a disc and that was a game, no updates. But you know what, that might just be a shootout video topic. Let me get back to this though. But let's face it, this ain't really all that well, there ain't shit to talk about, honestly. And look, a phone. I'm running to it. Where's the phone at? Y'all heard that, right? And y'all see me run toward the phone, and all of a sudden the phone stopped ringing. Maybe someone picked it up that early. And if that's the case, then, power to them, because the match just started. The guy who picked up the phone and the guy who received it are probably miles apart from one another. Like I said, the match just started. But I'm still gonna keep walking. I want to say yesterday, no, 2 days ago on stream, I heard a guy to my right when I was in this area, and it was around this time of the gameplay as well. Now I don't hear anybody. Instead, the barred house, which is right in front of me, is being opened. Now all I have is an M82. That's all I have. So I gotta keep my distance, and I don't want to rush into a building with no crosshairs. That's a death sentence. Unless you're cracked with rifles, in which case I'm not. Okay, I'm boiled. There's a difference. I'm gonna loot this blue box, but watch what happens in front of me. Jet, if you're so good with the M82, why didn't you use it just now? To me, that looked like the perfect range for an M82. You should have shot him with M82. Yeah, I could have, and let's face it, it's an option. But look at what this guy had. Asumi? No, damn, that was me. A PPSH and a Bugle. Both of which are a high rate of fire behind weapons. If I shot with my M82 and missed and or shot and did not kill him, I would have to sit there and be a freaking turtle on weed and be slow as heck. Whole time, he's literally projectile vomiting bullets in my direction. All it takes is one hit and I'm gone. But also, my dear people, I wanted to show y'all that any weapon, as long as you're using it right, can be accurate. Just keep it short and sweet. You know what? I take that back because some weapons are just hopeless. Burst your fire. Okay. Too many shootouts I go into and a guy just sees me and just lets off an entire magazine and he wonders why he didn't kill me. Case in point, if you mag dump an ADR, you just turn one of the best submachine guns in the game into the worst submachine guns in the game. Case in even bigger point, MP5KSD3. If you sit there and you spray and pray with that thing, put it back on the shelf. You don't know how to use it. The whole point of weapons like that is the accuracy. You're not trying to put holes in somebody, even though you can. You're trying to be accurate. And yeah, to sue me, I haven't used it in the Lord knows when, but I felt like I had to use it in that case. And notice how I didn't just go prone and just start lasering. No, I aimed for his head and let off about 3 to 4 rounds. When this Sumi is the most accurate. Hell, when most weapons in this game are the most accurate. So, that's my advice to you. If you find yourself in a situation like that, aim for the head and try to make it accurate. But, not every situation is perfect. Maybe a guy's already shooting at you. You gotta run for cover first, then see what he does. But by that time, he's probably running himself, so you probably can't afford to be accurate. In which case, yeah, go ahead and put some rounds in front of him. Not in his direction, but in front of him. Because this game's shooting mechanics is weird. They're going to run into the bullet. Not you sending a bullet to their head. No, they're going to run into a bullet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just my whole opinion on that. Other people will vary. As a matter of fact, I know some of y'all say this. I know y'all do. Y'all just don't comment it. Jet, you take too long to kill people. Well, I mean, shit. Yes, I do. You know what? Because it's way easier to headshot somebody when they don't know you're there, rather than dumping a mag and a half in someone's general direction and hoping something happens. You know? That's how I raise myself up on video games. I'll taught myself, keep it clean, keep it quiet, keep it quick. That's what I taught myself. Wait a minute.
The plane is coming. Prepare to fight for the airdrop.
There's the barred house. I get it. Where's the second loot event? Guys, was there a missile supposed to be here and it just didn't spawn? Like, you seen the barred house. We walked past the barred house, but there's no safe. There's no container. There's no missile. So, I'm confused. Well, would you look at that? We got the exact same loadout. Shit crazy. People, I don't know if you notice this or not about when I get into phone duels, but you'll notice that sometimes I look at what's in front of me, and then all of a sudden my camera will jerk toward where the phone duel is with my compass. That's because I'm trying to keep track of the guy. I do the exact same thing in shootouts, if they last that long. You see, in Last Man Standing in a shootout, everyone gets a skull. Okay, true. A skull equals where a person is. Cool, true. When I'm running towards somebody, and look at any one of my shootouts, and you'll see what I mean. When I'm running towards somebody, you'll see I'm running directly for that skull. I line up my arrow or my compass with the skull, and I run straight toward the skull. The whole time I'm expecting to get shot at, because, you know, that's the whole fucking point of a shootout, is to, well, shoot it out. But when I'm running, and all of a sudden the skull starts running too, it takes me a minute to realize that, and then I change my direction too. The skull is where a person is. The phone is where a person is. The difference is the phone blinks. The skull don't. So yeah, that's probably why the guy was looking in another direction, even though he got hit with a grenade on his left-hand side. And I was on his left-hand side, but we're not going to talk about that. I don't know, man. It's so many nuances about how you can play the game. It's just, I can't teach you all of them. Because every situation requires a different kind of playstyle. But guess what? That, in my opinion, is what keeps this game afloat in my brain. Thanks for watching. Something normal for once. And I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.